Resident Alien Season 3 finale, Homecoming, introduces a new bad guy into Alan Tudyk's sci-fi comedy drama, and the villain in question presents the show's lead actor with an interesting challenge that he hasn't faced since Resident Alien began. The ending of Resident Alien Season 3 resulted in some fascinating reveals and also allowed a new antagonist to quietly enter the universe of the show. As such, the Resident Alien cast will have yet another obstacle to overcome while also trying to stop the Greys. Alan Tudyk's intentionally absurd performance as Harry Vanderspiegel in Resident Alien reflects the fact that he's an extraterrestrial who's attempting to blend in by doing a fairly rough impression of a human being. As a result, Tudyk needs to put more thought into how his character would carry himself than other actors in the same show might have to. As the show has progressed, the residents of Patience, Colorado have grown accustomed to Harry's eccentric ways. Therefore, that established persona could be key to taking down the new villain if Resident Alien Season 4 happens. Alan Tudyk now has to play a mantid who is pretending to be Harry. Tudyk's acting abilities will be put to the ultimate test in Resident Alien Season 4. Homecoming ends with Harry and Bridget trapped on the Grey's Moon spaceship, implying that the mantid used its psychic abilities to convince Tudyk's character to trade places with him. While this development presents a challenge for Harry going into Resident Alien Season 4, it also makes the job harder for the actor who plays him. What makes the mantid such a devious figure is the fact he can take on the form of others. As a shapeshifter, this makes it incredibly easy for him to deceive people. For Alan Tudyk, this presents a compelling test of his acting abilities. Harry also has a certain level of shapeshifting ability, as proven by his ability to take on human form. However, the power doesn't appear to be as easily accessed as it is for the mantid. As such, Alan Tudyk has largely only ever been expected to play the show's main character. In Resident Alien Season 4, Tudyk will be required to play the mantid, who is playing Harry, whose image is borrowed from the original Dr. Vanderspiegel. Resident Alien's mantid storyline is a throwback to Season 1, but better. Alan Tudyk is already playing a character who is pretending to be someone else. Tudyk's Harry Vanderspiegel is his most prominent Resident Alien role, but Season 1 featured the actor also playing the human Harry, from whom he inherited his Earth identity. Since he killed the human Harry, the alien Harry has been masquerading as his late counterpart. However, Harry didn't know his victim before he killed him, and luckily, neither did any of the townsfolk in Patience. So, Harry didn't need to emulate any meaningful behaviors or mannerisms to reinforce his cover. In other words, Tudyk only had to act like an alien who was making a token attempt to appear human. The mantid's entrance is similar to the Season 1 plot twist, except it's much more complex. Harry is now integrated into the town of Patience in a way that his human predecessor never was, so there's a benchmark for his behavior. Additionally, the mantid presumably knows very little about Harry, and so won't know how to uphold the ruse for very long. However, he already tricked Asta, Darcy, and Dan into thinking that he is Harry at the end of Resident Alien Season 3, so he stands a good chance of staying hidden for a little while.